Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Kelsey Gonzalez. I am the owner of Coach Kelsey Fitness. I am also the creator of the Fit Mom program and the Fit Mom Facebook group. So happy you're here. You're likely here because you just got my Merry Desserts Christmas recipes. These are all my favorite recipes for the holiday season. You'll notice there's a lot of chocolate on there because I am someone who loves chocolate. I help moms specifically, and I help them to tone their body and to feel their best. And basically, what that means is that I help them to burn fat and build strength while still feeling amazing, get them feeling energized and awesome in their own skin. And today, what I would like to do is three things. The first thing I want to do is to help show you how you can really enjoy all of these recipes you now have while still seeing results, while still burning fat, while still building strength. I want to show you how you can do both, how you can kind of have your cake and eat it too. Because what I have noticed, and I noticed this when I first started as well, is that it's really easy to feel a few things. It's easy to feel guilty when you eat dessert because you feel like you've just lost all of the results you've worked so hard for. Or like maybe some of the times the guilt comes from this feeling of failure, like, oh my goodness, why did I just eat this? I feel like I can't stick to anything. I'm not disciplined enough. You know, that negative self-talk that we all know so well kind of comes and creeps in. So that guilty feeling, I kind of just want to alleviate that and help you to really enjoy these. And I also want to help you get out of that all or nothing mindset, because so often when we start a program or when we really feel like, okay, I'm committed to start seeing results and, losing weight and that kind of thing. And so you go all in and you completely neglect anything that feels like it might hinder your progress. And I totally understand where that comes from. I've been there too. That's really what sparked my yo-yo dieting cycle, because I would be all in and I'd lose weight and then I would be all out and I would gain it back. So I want to kind of help you with that, because you truly can enjoy these desserts while still seeing results instead of having that I'm all in or I'm all out mindset. And there's some work that comes with that. And so I just want to kind of talk you through it. And another thing that I've noticed specifically with not just desserts, but like anytime you feel like you're having a treat, like maybe you're out to eat and you want to order appetizer. I have felt that feeling of being left out, especially if I'm out to eat and everybody else is ordering a cocktail or a dessert afterward. And you kind of get this feeling that you're the only one sitting at the table not ordering the thing that you want to order. It almost gives you this like I'm the victim mindset, like as if to say, poor me, I can't believe I'm not allowed to have all of these things because I'm on the road, my own fitness journey, and these people over here get to have it. Or a lot of my moms, and this was one of mine, when my daughter would come up to me and say, hey, I want to bake, can you bake with me? And I would just really have to second guess whether or not that's something I wanted to do, because I wasn't sure how it would go with my body, if it was going to ruin everything I just worked for. And so just having that ability to not feel left out, to not have to say no to things you want to say yes to, is really big. And one thing I'd like to note just right away about that in particular, this is something that I include my clients in on a lot. This is one of the teachings I have to help you navigate the social and the peer pressure is it's a phrase actually. Sometimes when you get into those situations and people kind of respond to you, you're telling them, hey, I'm not going to order dessert at the dinner table tonight. It's just, I can't have that. If you replace I'm not allowed or I can't with I don't, it's really different. It comes off different to your friends around you, and it feels different as well. It takes you from I'm not allowed to do this, poor me, to I don't do that. And it's because you're taking ownership, you're taking control over your habits and over your decisions and over your progress, over your body. So that's just something to consider if this is specifically something that you've noticed or struggled with, or maybe you can encourage somebody else in your life with it. Just replacing I'm not allowed or I can't with I don't really flips the script. It takes you out of that victim mindset and allows you to have ownership and control. That's just a side note. So that's really why those three things, just to get you out of the guilty feeling, to help you get out of the all or nothing mindset, and to help you really make the most out of the things that you want to do in life. For those three reasons, that's really why I want to touch on today what to do in order to still see results while enjoying dessert. The second thing I want to do today is to help you feel amazing while eating dessert. I don't know about you, but I have been known to feel, eat like a lot and all at one time, especially when it comes to desserts. And it leaves you feeling gross. Like you just feel bloated or like sick to your stomach. Like it just doesn't leave you feeling great. So I want to help you totally indulge, have the entire piece of cake, not just like half of it, and still feel really good. Because like I said before, really what I specialize in is helping moms tone your body, but also feel your best. And then the third thing I want to do is just tell you how I do that, how I actually work with moms. I get a lot of questions on what it actually looks like for me to work with moms. So I'll just going to break that down at the end. Okay, but getting to that first portion of what to do in order to eat all of these recipes that you now have in your hand and to still burn fat and build strength. Are you able to do that? Is that even a thing? And what I want to tell you is yes, I do it all the time. In fact, I do it every week. I've lost 50 pounds like 3 years ago, kept it off, kept out of the yo-yo cycle. And the reason is because I've really been able to navigate exactly how much to eat in order to lose weight, to maintain weight, and gain weight. So when it comes to indulging and when it comes to seeing results, you really have to know that information for you, for your body. There are all sorts of tools online that you can find that will help you learn how many calories or what the right portions are for you, for your height and weight. But that really doesn't take into consideration all the other things that you go through that has your body storing fat, like sleep and stress, which we all know as moms and as busy people, as wives and as coworkers, we all have up and down moments when it comes to sleep and stress, right? So the biggest thing that you can do to still see results is to know that information. Know what it takes for your body to lose weight, to maintain weight, and to gain weight, and you will be unstoppable. Now, I figured that out for myself, and it takes my clients about, I would say, a few weeks to really know that. But the beautiful thing about that is after a few weeks, you are unstoppable at any restaurant, any takeout, any vacation, anywhere you go. You'll know that you can rest assured that you are in complete control of what is going on in your body. You're not subject to whether it's low carb or low fat. You're not subject to whether something is the right or wrong food to eat. You're not subject to anything. You are in complete control of your progress at that point. It's very powerful, and it's something that I learned a long time ago that can allow me to always know my starting point if I start to gain weight, or it allows me to always know my starting point if I intentionally gain weight. I think that this is something that people kind of talk about on the surface level. They don't really talk about why it's so important to have. And I think that those types of marketing and the things that I hear in the fitness industry, a lot of them are trying to just get you to buy their product, right? So why would they tell you? But anyway, the biggest thing that I want you to take away from how you can enjoy a dessert and still see a result is knowing how much to eat to keep your progress. It's going to be different for everybody. If you don't know how to do that, I'm going to tell you at the end how we can have a conversation totally for free, not a sales call, where I can kind of help guide you in learning how to do that information. Like I said, it's going to be different for everyone, so it's not something I can break down specifically on this video. Okay, the second thing I want to go over with you is how you can feel your best. And one of the beautiful things about this is it's going to help you navigate picking specific recipes. So I'm going to give you an example of this. The way that I went about these recipes that you're seeing now, the way I went about choosing them had everything to do with the ingredient list. It had nothing to do with whether it was low fat or low carb, with how many calories it was. It had nothing to do with any of that. All it had to do with were the ingredients, because your ingredients are what, it's what helps your digestion or hinders your digestion. It's really what helps you to feel your best, or it can cause low energy as well. So your foundation, let's lay a foundation here. Your foundation on feeling your best are eating foods that were meant for your body, things that aren't highly processed or with a lot of chemicals or with a ton of refined sugar or fried, but true whole foods in their wholest form were meant for your body to eat and digest and take nutrients from. So as I went about these recipes, that's what I had in mind. That was my foundation. So if you were to go on Pinterest and you were to be looking up recipes, the first thing I would recommend is to go through the ingredient list and see if it has mostly whole foods, or if it has all of the, heavy whipping cream, refined sugar, all the things that we would normally see in desserts. And you can look at the ingredient list in mine and use those as kind of a template. You'll notice that if it's flour, it's usually like coconut flour or almond flour. If it's sweetener, it's usually like date sugar or coconut sugar. Date sugar is actually the only sugar you can find that truly provides nutrients to your body and isn't just like answering the question whether it's good or bad for you, but it actually like provides health to your body. So the reason why I want to just mention that is because that also will help you when you're looking at any recipe online. If you're strictly thinking about your health and about how you can be energized, feel your best, look at the ingredients list first and choose recipes that have mostly whole foods in them. That will really help you to feel like you're not treating your body like it's, with respect, and also like you're still going to be able to get results because you're mindful of how much to have, and you're going to feel your best because you know that you're actually giving your body real foods. Okay, so that's what I would recommend for feeling your best. And the last thing I want to go over is just how I personally help moms tone their body, feel their best, and get results, right? So I have a 3-phased method that I go through, and it's really systematic. It's step by step, and that's on purpose. And it's because when I was going through my own fitness journey, I did not find anything like this. And I realized that to own my yo-yo cycle and to actually see results long term, these are the steps that I needed. So the first step is what I call foundations, and this is where you really gain control over things like your sugar addiction, eating habits, some mental roadblocks that you might have for yourself. Like the common ones that I see are people who they don't trust themselves to see results. They really need some accountability. They need motivation to get started. They need someone to kind of just hold their hand through the process and to be there with them, telling them and giving them feedback on what they should be doing and how they're doing. So that's a common one. Another one is just, let's see here, is because they've been in the yo-yo cycle, they don't know if they can if their body's broken, like if they've broken their metabolism, and they think that like, okay, I've done too much to my body now, I'm never going to see results. And in the first 3 weeks, the foundations phase, I really show you how your body can respond to what you're doing. It's very honed in, it's very intentional. I have you follow some very specific guidelines in order to make that happen. And that way, that sets the roadblocks those are the building blocks that we set so that you can truly actually make it a lifestyle. Once you've gained control, you've kicked sugar to the side. I always say we're taking a break from it, because like I still eat sugar from time to time and I'm still seeing results. But in the first few weeks, we really want to take back our control over our body once and for all. And once we do that, that sets us up to know how many calories you've been eating and you need to lose weight. I can tell that by seeing how quickly you lose weight, and I go through many other things to determine that, but we work together through that, and to maintain weight and to gain weight. And that is what helps us stay off the yo-yo cycle, because I teach you how to make it a lifestyle that fits you, in particular your home, your schedule, Everybody has different needs. I work with people who are nurses and they work night shifts and it's difficult for them, or people who their spouse doesn't want to eat the same things they want to eat, or their kiddos who are picky. There's a lot of things to consider, and no one diet out there fits everybody perfectly. And that's why it helps to just go through it and walk through it with someone. I work through this 10 weeks with you so that you can really, and not just like a month or something, it's 10 weeks long so that you can really gain control and learn everything you need to learn to always have your starting point. That even if, say you got off track, and even if you decided, something happened in your life that was big and you got off track for some reason, you always know where to go. You're never sitting back at that Google train wondering like, what's the best thing to do on what's the best diet program, what's the fastest way to lose weight, what are my friends doing? You never ask those questions anymore because you already have all the information you need. Sometimes it just takes doing it with someone to get motivated, maybe even remotivated again. The last step that I have is called Flourish. And I just light up every time because my vision and for helping moms is truly to help you flourish. And what I mean by that is help you in getting the relationships that you want, the experiences that you want, and the growth that you want. And what I have found is that those things are just a natural outcome to working so hard toward burning fat, building strength, and feeling your best. Your experiences in life, things that you feel like you've been limited on, things that you don't even want to try right now because of the way that you're feeling in your own skin. What I have noticed with moms is that there's a lot of fears, anxieties, low self-image that comes with not loving the body that you're in, and it keeps you from having the relationships, the experiences, and the growth that you want. And so those things are an outcome of really just stepping into who you want to become. And so I call that my last stage. It's really a stage that you're building up toward and through the entire time. But I just love to see you flourish. So that's how I work with moms. And one of the ways that I determine and I help you determine if a program like Fit Mom is right for you is to get on a phone call. And basically what I do is almost like a day in a life review of what you're currently doing, what you want, what your goals are. And I go through a series of questions. And if it feels like Fit Mom is a great fit for you, I'll let you know that. And I can tell you more about what to expect from that program. If not, what I love to do on these calls is just give you some good direction. Like tell you what a starting point should be and where you should be headed, and give you some realistic goals to set for yourself. And I'll probably also point you to some trainings that I've done recently, or maybe even to someone I know in the fitness industry who would be a better fit for you. I know a lot of them at this point. So either way, whether this program is right for you or whether you need to go in a different direction, click the link below to schedule a call with me. They're about 15 minutes long. And like I said, I'll ask you a few questions, and then I'll open up some space for you to ask me questions as well. So go enjoy these desserts. Don't feel guilty. Don't have the all or nothing mindset. Don't feel like you're being left out. Don't use that I can't statement, replace it with I don't, and learn these ingredients. Learn how to pick out the whole food so that you can feel your best while you're choosing desserts or anything else. Go get it. Go have a great time this holiday season.